Top of the morning, top of the morning. It's your boy Hugo D.I.J. Today's another episode of TGE. Thank God every day. Today I got some better rest, so I feel a lot better. I got, instead of 3 to 4 hours of sleep, I got 5 hours of sleep last night. Yeah, I know it's only 5 hours. I'm trying to get 8 hours of sleep, but it's just so much work to be done. I gotta keep on grinding. You know what I'm saying? I got a beautiful message today, and I just want to get straight to the point, okay? Now, I want to tell you about this story that I came across, okay? Because I need to tell you this story because I'm getting a lot of feedback from the relationships video, and the relationship video was a huge success, and I realized a lot of people out there struggling with breakups and love, and you know what I'm saying? And here's a message, a very strong, powerful message for you guys, okay? Now listen, there was this woman, right? And she grew up her whole life struggling, you know what I'm saying? And she had every disadvantage going against her whole life. But instead of embracing those things, you know what I mean, she kept a victim's mentality, and she will always cry and ask God, why me? But instead of becoming stronger, she never learned from her mistakes. You know what I'm saying? She continued to make more mistakes, and she never learned from her mistakes. So she would be stuck into that lifestyle of just always crying and asking God to forgive her. You know what I mean? And asking God, why me? Why me? She didn't have anything to look forward to in life until one day she was eating some Chinese food. She had a fortune cookie. She opened it. Fortune cookie said, "Love is loyalty." And that just spoke to her in volumes. Love is loyalty. Love is loyalty. A strong message right there. Love is loyalty. Started thinking about family, friends, ex-boyfriends. Started thinking, why these people, if these people really loved me, they would have been loyal to me. You know what I mean? Those people really loved me, they would have been loyal to me. She was like, God, I feel like this is a message. She's like, I'm sorry I don't reach out to you every day. I'm sorry I don't pray every day. I'm sorry I don't read my Bible. I'm sorry I don't go to church. But I understand from this message that if I say I really love you and I believe in you, that I have to strengthen my faith and really be loyal to you. And she turned it around. She seen these numbers, and she took those numbers, and she decided from that day on that she was going to play the lotto. And she started playing the lotto faithfully, right? I believe every Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday she would play the Powerball and the Mega, right? Now, this gave her a sense of hope, all right? Something to look forward to in life. She felt like every time she played the lotto, she had a chance. At least she had a chance, you know what I'm saying, to win big. Now, with that little bit of hope, every time you get a little bit of hope or you start feeling a little better, the devil's going to try to knock you back down, all right? So life's going to hit you hard. Boom, all right? And if your faith is not strong in God, and if you don't have a strong, disciplined mindset, and you don't have that strong heart, that strong willpower, then you're gonna fold, all right? So when life hit her, she was going through it, but no matter what though, through thick and thin, she still played those numbers faithfully every single week. Every single week she played these numbers faithfully, no matter how hard it got. And even though these numbers failed her, every single time she played them for the next 10, 20 years, she never gave up on those numbers. She played those lottery numbers faithfully, okay? And one day, she let a lot of people, friends and people influence her. And they told her, I don't even know why you playing those numbers. Like, numbers ain't doing nothing for you. And she felt like she felt like they were right, and that she was better than those numbers. So she decided to pardon from those numbers. She gave up on those numbers. And she stopped playing those numbers. And when she stopped playing those numbers, you guys remember when the lotto hit big for like almost $1 billion, something, everybody was going crazy? All right, well, she quit right before that huge lottery, the biggest lottery ever in history. She quit, okay? Now, the craziest thing ever is that jackpot for that one for them $1 billion, those were the same numbers that she used to play faithfully for 20 years. She quit on her numbers right before her numbers hit the jackpot. She missed out on the jackpot because she gave up. Now, why am I telling you about this story? It's because one day I'm jogging, right? I'm jogging, right? And they say that when you start your journey to greatness, that one of the most important things is for you to have your why in front of you. You need to have that why in front of you. Your why is what keeps you going. So when you want to quit, you say, no, I can't, because, you know, my why, I have to fulfill this for my why. And your why may be your kids. Like, no, I gotta do this for my kids. Your why may be for your family. I gotta do this for my family. Your why may be for you, that you was so hurt and broke that you never want to go back to that. Or you was just so down and out, you know what I'm saying, homeless and everything, you never want to go back to that, you know what I'm saying? So your why has to be in front of you all the time, so you have something to look forward to, all right? Now, when I started my journey to greatness, I had placed my why in front of me. Well, at least I thought I did, because I would go running, or I would work out, and this was in the beginning, and I would keep my why in front of me, and when I would get tired and all that, I would start slacking a little bit, and it was hard to keep going. And I don't understand, like, if I have my why in front of me, why is my why not pushing me that extra extent? Why if I have my why in front of me, why is it not, like, boosting me to go harder? And I realized that, you know, what I was really seeking was to better myself, you know, and try to be the best person that I can be, and become the most successful person I could be, and the most genuinely good-hearted person, and become a real man. I wanted to be the best that I can be, but unfortunately my mind wasn't focused at that time. And the reason why I really wanted to be the best that I can be is because I wanted to be the best that I could be, so this way my ex could reach back out to me and be like, yo, like, this is the man that I met, you know what I'm saying, when we were kids, and this is who I first fell in love with, or not that this was what I first fell in love with, this is who I saw that I knew you can be, you know what I'm saying, and at least, you know what I mean, we would start off being friends, and that would build up, you know what I'm saying, and she would see that I'm a completely different person, and I'm striving for greatness, you know what I mean, and matched with the love that I have for her and everything that I was willing to do for her, you know, that would be enough, you know what I'm saying, for her to want to be with me. And so when I realized that, you know, I made my ex my why. All right? Now stay with me here, because I know it may confuse me. It sounds like algebra right now. Like, what you mean you made X your Y? And that equals Z? Nah, don't equal Z. Let me tell you. I made my ex my Y, all right? Because she was the love of my life, and I wanted her back so much that I felt like I couldn't live without her. Okay, so when I would go running now, I would make her my why, right? And so I would start doing affirmations with her. Like, I would be like, let's just say that her name was Felicia, because we're going to end up saying bye, Felicia. So, all right, so let's just say her name was Felicia. All right, so when I would go running, right, and I would jog, and I started losing my strength, or when I was working out and I couldn't go that extra rep, and I was just feeling too weak, or if I didn't want to study, whatever it was, I would place my why in front of her. And like I said, I made my ex-girlfriend my why, right? So when I was feeling like that, I would say, you know what, Felicia? I was like, you know, I, Hugo Diage, love you so much, Felicia. And I, Hugo Diage, will marry you one day, Felicia. And I, Hugo Diage, will make you the happiest woman on the whole world, in the whole world one day, Felicia. And I would say this all the time, and I would realize that it would make me go harder because I really loved her and I really wanted to be with her. And even though there might be more attractive women out there to somebody, like you might look at her and you be like, oh, she's pretty, but she's not the prettiest. You know what I'm saying? To me, she was the most beautiful woman in the whole world. And to me, she was the most smartest woman in the whole world. To me, she was the most strongest woman in the world with the purest, best kind of heart. You know what I mean? And I just held her at a high regard, you know. I put her on this plateau, you know what I'm saying? I just held her up high, you know what I mean? Like, she was that great to me. And one day, I was running, right? And I'm running. And remember, like I said, I would always say those affirmations to myself. Hugo Diage, love you so much, Felicia. Hugo Diage will make you the happiest woman in the whole world one day, Felicia. And I'm running because I'm saying this affirmation because I'm starting to feel weak and I want to give up. But I just started running. I can't give up. I got to run for a whole hour. I got to get a good workout in. So I needed those affirmations. I realized that those affirmations and placing her in front of me pushed me harder because I realized that I wanted to succeed. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to be a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to just give her the world. And I realized that, you know, that she pushed me forward, you know what I'm saying? And I used to always tell her too when we were together, like, yo, you bring out the best in me. That even though I'm going through a hard time in my life and I'm sad and I'm depressed and I don't understand why I'm sad and I'm depressed and I'm fighting these demons inside of me, when I'm with you, everything is good. You know what I'm saying? You bring out the best in me. So when I was going through that, fighting through my workouts and trying to study every day, and it was hard, I would think of her and think about, you know, getting her back one day. And so that pushed me, but that wasn't the right thing. You got to do this for you. So I realized I had to do it for me when I was running one day and I was listening to this audio, as I like to self-educate myself. You know what I'm saying? So I listened to millionaires speak, you know what I'm saying? Or I listen to audios of books while I'm running, you know what I'm saying? And while I was running, I was listening to an audio, and this millionaire, he shared that story with me. And I was like, boom! I'm the jackpot. She missed out. I'm the jackpot. You feel me? That's her loss. You know what I'm saying? I said, bye, Felicia. I'm sorry. I still love you and I always will, but I gotta do this for me. Okay? And that's when my dreams of being the best that I could be for myself, because I never want to go back to how I used to feel, that sad, depressed, you know, thug, street dude running the streets, always getting into trouble and dealing with suicide and thoughts and going through the struggle. I never wanted to go back to that person, all right? I never want to go back to that person. I said my why is me now, and I'm striving for greatness for me. And it hit me so hard, you know. And we get involved in these toxic relationships. And what I'm saying is, maybe the person that you're with is a beautiful person. You love them and you never want to let them go. But right now, you two are toxic to each other and it's not working out. And what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that it would never work out. But I'm saying is you two need to separate for some time so you can grow. You know what I'm saying? And if you two grow and you become the best people that you can be, then I promise you that if you really love each other, you two can come back together if you want. You know what I'm saying? One day. And it will be a better relationship. Or maybe it's just best that y'all go your separate ways because maybe there's other people out there that's better for you. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't have all the answers. All right? Only God knows your life. You know what I'm saying? He has it written down in his book. Okay? But what I'm saying is that some people get broken in relationships and they remain broken. They get knocked down to the floor by somebody that they was with 10 years or more. You know what I'm saying? And that person cheated on them and just left them stranded just out of nowhere. And it broke you. And you stayed broken though for years though after that. 5 years after that, you still broken. You know what I'm saying? And you can't remain down there. You have to grow. And my advice to you is work on you. Because the more you work on you, the more happier you will be, the more successful you'll be. And maybe you might attract that person back into your life. or maybe you might attract someone even better, okay? What I'm saying to you is that God, you're going to wonder why God put these people in your life. And it's because those people are a lesson. And that lesson that you learn from them is a blessing, okay? You need to learn the lesson. You need to learn self-love. Never place your happiness in no one other than yourself. Okay, so what God is going to do is he's going to say, my child, I see you do not have the strength to remove this toxic person from your life. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and I'm going to remove that person for you. And that's why that person left you. They needed to be removed from your life because you couldn't, and they were not good for you. They were not going to help you grow as a person and help you be the best person that you can be. And that's what a partner should be. A partner should bring out the best in you, and you should complete each other, where your weaknesses are their strengths, and their weaknesses are your strengths, and together, you two are a strong partnership, okay? So what I suggest is that you work on yourself, all right? Now, you know I follow E.T. the hip-hop preacher, and he says something crazy. He says something in this message right here that I want you to listen to real quick, because this message is important right here. All right, because I don't want you to never give up on love, because you need love in your life. It's essential to your survival. And if you don't believe me, then go look up Maslow's theory. It's part of the survival. You need love. You need a relationship. You need a partner in life. So what I'm saying is listen to this. It's called The Covenant. It's just a little snippet. All right, and this is the way you should love someone right here.
Covenant means I stood before you. Listen to me. My wife said to me in tears. I've never seen my wife cry. My wife was in tears after we left the hospital. And my wife said to me, you are at the peak of your career, and I'm sick. I can't work like I used to. I can't bring in money like I used to. My wife looked at me and said, I'm sorry. I said, sorry? Sorry for what? Crazy, right? I don't get it. But she said, I'm sorry for getting sick. You can't even go on the road as much as you used to. I'm in the bed most of the time because of my energy, and this is when you need me most. And I said to my wife, I was homeless and a high school dropout, and you took a chance on me. Covenant. It would be an honor for me to roll you in a wheelchair.
Covenant.
To show your mama and your daddy who thought I was a thug and a punk. It would be an honor for me to show your daddy why you're sick. I meant what I said over 25 years ago. Covenant. I ain't going nowhere. And I finally got a chance in your weakness to prove to you that it's not about your looks. It's not about your body. Now I got a chance to prove to you that it was about what I said it was about in the first place. And everybody that stood in that church and the pastor that was there in front of God, I made a covenant commitment. I'm about to see that thing through. You will never have to work again a day in your life if you don't want to. You don't have to get water if you don't want to. You just think it and I will get it for you. You just think it and I'll continue to iron your clothes. I'll continue to watch. You just think the thought. Covenant.
Covenant. I hope this message, was helpful to you, all right? Love is loyalty. Diage. I love you all. Have a great day. Peace.